All right, Mr. Chair, we are ready and live.
Good afternoon. I am Aaron Griffin, Chair, and I would like to welcome you to the March 9th, 2023 African American Heritage Commission virtual meeting. We will now call our meeting to order. The City County African American Heritage Commission consists of 9 members. 3 of those members are appointed by the Asheville City Council. 3 are appointed by Buncombe County Board of Commissioners, and 3 are appointed by 6 appointed members. The commission is to advise the City Council and County Commissioners about the preservation, interpretation, and promotion of African American arts, history, and culture. All committee members and staff are participating virtually. We are streaming live on our virtual engagement hub, which is accessible through the virtual engagement hub link on the front page of the city website, and also linked on the committee page. We also have an option for the public to listen live by phone by dialing 855-925-2801 and entering meeting code 9409. For those of you who plan to speak during our live public comment today, you will need to hit *3 to be put in the speaker queue. I will now go through and introduce all committee members and staff who are participating virtually. For our committee members, please make sure to mute your microphone if you're not speaking. When you have a question or would like to speak, click raise hand, and when recognized by the chair, unmute your microphone. Please remember to mute your phone after you are done speaking. As I call your name, please say a quick hello. Ashley Wilburning, Sherry Lucas,
Hello.
Tiffany Devereaux King,
Oh,
and I am the chair, Aaron Griffin. Hello, everyone. We have Brenda Mills, Director of Equity Inclusion, City of Asheville.
Good evening, everyone.
Leonard Jones, Community Engagement Specialist, Buncombe County.
Good evening, everyone.
We have Councilwoman Kilgore, City Council Liaison.
hello.
And our special guest, Rashida Hall, Buncombe County Public Engagement, and Zakia Bell Rogers. Oh, say hello, Rashida.
Good evening. Hello.
Zakia Bell Rogers, Buncombe County Development Specialist.
Hello.
All right. Did I miss anyone? Nope. To help our audience follow along, I'll state each section of the agenda aloud. Again, I ask committee members to click raise hand and be recognized to speak. Please state your name each time you comment. Just a reminder that the public is listening on the phone, and this keeps them up to date on the order of the meeting and who is commenting or speaking. First on the list, we have the approval of minutes of February 9th. I need a motion and a second.
I have a quick question. Do we have a quorum?
You do not have a quorum. That's what I was going to tell you.
1, 2.
We need one more for a quorum.
Okay.
Sorry about that. We can just move on, and then if we get one more, we'll be ready.
I thought we had it. Okay.
No problem.
All right, so first, well, moving on to number 2, we have staff updates. City Liaison Brenda Mills.
Good evening, everyone. Just a couple of updates. The next Reparations Commission meeting is March 20th. at 6 p.m., which is always held at the Harris Cherokee Center Banquet Hall. For this meeting in particular, we're going to be talking about the draft scope of work. We have 4 members from the commission who are participating with the city and county group on this. That would be Commissioner Osandabwe Peters, Commissioner Bobbitt Mays, Commissioner Ben Oliphant, and Commissioner D. Williams. So we have had several meetings. We're going to get together on Monday, which is our final meeting to finish up the draft of the scope of work. We will come and get some feedback and some conversation with the commission. I think we're going to provide them another week over email to send us responses if they have anything else they think of later. And then we're looking at posting this out in April. The other thing is you lost your county representative, and so the county is posting that position again. I'm going to recommend you had 2 applicants. I'm going to recommend they talk with the other applicant, and then when they close the application process again, hopefully we'll have another member to put on board. That's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda. Next, we have County Staff Liaison Leonard Jones.
Good evening, everyone. Currently, right now, I don't really have any additional updates to add. I know that the public engagement has a session later on in the meeting, and so I just defer to when we talk about those engagements then. Thank you.
I have a question for Leonard, if that's okay.
You got a question for me? Sure.
You were muted, Aaron.
Oh, sorry. I was just wondering, Leonard, I don't know if you can speak on it, but are you aware of that position that's going to be supporting reparations, data management or data search? And it's like a position for the county library assistant.
Yes, recently,
exactly.
with the commissioners last night at the commissioner meeting, did approve a temporary kind of appointment in our special collections department to kind of help with the history research around reparations. So a lot of times when they're working on the recommendations, there's requests for data, and some of that data may be a lot of quantitative stuff, but a lot of qualitative research must be done. And so they allotted some funding around having someone within special collection to kind of help with some of that historical context around some of the questions that they had.
Do you know if that's going to be like posted to community, or is that like internal operations?
That part I'm not sure. I think it may be more internal within our special collections. But other than that, I'm not sure if it's going out to a posted position. It may be, I know Catherine Cutshaw is a historian here that's already within special collection. So I don't know if it's support just within her department to allow her to, kind of focus on some of this additional research. But I'm not sure how they're going to post out that position.
Okay, just being concerned that this is based on like reparations, so the investment of someone of color is going to be, it's important to me. So thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. I think we have quorum now. We're gonna have approval of February 9th, 2023 minutes. We need action.
I motion to approve the February 9th minutes.
Thank you. A second, please.
I second that.
Thank you. All right. Ashley Wilberding.
Yes.
Michael Hayes. Okay. Sherry Lucas.
Yes.
We got a thumbs up from Michael Hayes. I don't know. Is Aaron Griffin? Yes. Did I miss anyone? Okay.
Hey, Devereaux here, yes.
Tiffany Devereaux, yes. Excuse me, Tiffany. All right, so now we're moving on to number 3, City Council Liaison Update. Councilwoman Kilgore, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. We had a busy week this week. However, basically we had the budget work session where we presented our budget to the community. Also, we had a council retreat, which basically we revisited our mission statements and our goals to see if they align with what our needs are now. We also had a meeting downtown with the TDA, basically concerning public safety issues and the downtown conditions and what we could do about it. We were able to meet with people in the community and sort of get feedback and the need to address that issue. Another thing that I wanted to sort of bring to the attention of the community, that we will be having our public hearing, which will be continuing through March 28th. And I would like a lot of people to maybe visit the website, look at the South Slope Vision Plan, and so that you could sort of, participate in that process, because it's actually coming to fruition, and we like for have as many voices, to be heard as possible. Other than that, thank you all very much, and please feel free to reach out if you need anything from me. Thank you.
Yes, Tiffany.
Councilwoman Kilgore, I just had a question, and it may have to go towards the that piece, but I was just wondering, looking at proposal, it doesn't mention anything about the actual name of the South Side community. And I know they have a certified neighborhood association, South Side Rising. And I was just wondering, is that open for discussion?
You know what? I would say yes. I don't, know for sure, but I would say yes, because that is a concern about mine too, is because we can't really lose our history that we've had there for so long. And I think it needs to be somewhere, embedded in this whole process. So I agree with you completely, but I think that's a great thing to bring up.
Thank you.
Brenda,
yes.
Just a point of clarification. Southside Neighborhood is Southside United Community Association. Southside Rising is the nonprofit that was working down there with Sekou Coleman, but it's Southside United Community Association. And they were asked to be a part of that. And so we all need to do our part to make sure that gets out, at least to the association, so that they can look at it. I think that was a good point.
Thank you. Any more questions? Thank you for the update, Councilwoman Kilgore. Okay, so we're moving on to unfinished business. As far as the Pack Square visioning project, we have a meeting this month, so I'll be bringing back some more information next month. But we do have a meeting this month, so I'll let you guys know what's going on with that as soon as possible. And next we have the continuing discussion of and planning with Rashida Hall and Zakia Bell Rogers.
Yes, thank you. And please, I apologize if my internet and wireless goes out. I've been having the issue all day. But I did want to show everyone the picture, the outstanding picture that you all took. It is absolutely wonderful. Let me know when you get it, see it. This is so great. It is beautiful. We got our picture. We got a great start. I'll stop sharing. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to have Kirby, who's on the Buncombe County Communications and Public Engagement team. I'm sorry if I'm frozen, but I'll just keep talking. So Kirby is going to design 3 cards and then let you all give her feedback on how that'll look. But the picture will be involved in it. It'll be information. So what I need from this commission is to give me information that you want to put on the card for the design. So if someone can send me that in the next 2 weeks, I know everybody's busy, so I'm gonna spread it out for 2 weeks of what's needed for that palm card. Because I would like them have them ready at least by the middle of April or the beginning of April. Kirby's pretty quick. She's very talented. And she likes all the social media and designing things. She does a lot of design stuff for the county. So we're excited about that. And I also, go ahead, Brenda. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, I'll share their website page with you. She
Okay.
can get started from there, and
Okay.
then if there's specific things that they want to put on there, we can go from there. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. And I will also would like to show you. This is our working plan that we kind of started out based on what you guys reported to me our last meeting. And it's that the goals of the African American Heritage Commission and a public engagement plan that we're going to be doing is to raise awareness in Buncombe County, to reintroduce the African American Heritage Commission to Buncombe County residents by doing public engagement, to help community get familiar with the goals of the commission, to ensure people know the day and time of the meeting, and to develop next tasks for public engagement for the next 6 months. So we often do like research and background, and I just put when the commission was developed. The audience is all city and county employees, the external partners. And if I'm missing someone here, send me an email and I'll add it. But thus far, we have the Buncombe County residents, legacy neighborhoods, elected officials, media, faith groups, community partners, nonprofits, local businesses. Legacy neighborhoods twice. Let me take that off. Neighborhood associations, Asheville and Buncombe County Parks and Recreation Community Centers, Buncombe County Public Engagement Alliance, email listserv, Black fraternities and sororities, and board and commission fair, April or May. So what we're doing in April and May is that we're having 3 board and commission fairs. So a part of Buncombe County's racial equity action plan is to do public engagement across Buncombe County to get a more diverse pool of people. So that's what we're doing. And African American Heritage Commission is on that list. So we'll be having one all in Spanish in Emma. We'll have one at the Senior Opportunity Center in May, and then we'll have one at Big Ivy. And that's for all our boards and commissions with the county and city. I think the county and city, we have 2 that we share, and that's the Reparations Commission and also this African American Heritage Commission. And I think the other list was just county folks. So we'll be sending out a template to our boards and commissions so everything will look the same. And then we'll give people the opportunity to come around and hear the great work that the county and city's doing. So we want to make it diverse, which is very important because, when you have more diversity, you get a different perspective on what's needed on the decisions that we make every day. So this is very important. So when we go further down, I made a list of the things that we discussed. So I would like to meet in person in some kind of way to kind of build this out along with your retreat information. So that would be here, up here, that'll be your work plan. Because you already done that, right? So we just need to figure out the task for the commission. So what we've already done, we have our first second success because you already have your retreat, is your picture, which is great. We're developing the palm cards. We're going to do an outreach to 5 neighborhoods. And we need to figure that out. Outreach to legacy neighborhoods, and that's the historic African American neighborhoods. We always have that relationship with Emma, our Brown brothers and sisters. And then outreach, Aaron did a great interview with WRES about the African American Heritage Commission. And I know you guys really want to do the summit in the future. So we definitely need to do those things. So this is a start. I'll add more to it, but I wanted to get to approval for us to continue to do this. And that's kind of it. We'll build off this plan. I'll stop sharing. Any questions?
Yeah, Sherry, before you speak, please pardon me. Can I ask who the number is ending in 228? See if we have another commissioner member.
That's me.
Who is that's me?
It's Michael Hayes.
Okay, thank you.
Sherry, you on mute?
Thank you.
Mhm.
I thought I had hit the button, but I didn't. So thank you. So when you were going back to your audiences, that first page that you showed, I don't remember seeing UNCA on that list.
Okay.
And I'm just throwing it out there. The university is so much a part of Asheville, and it just seems that that would be a partner, someone we want to reach out to as well. Specifically the faculty, but I think it would be so good for the students.
Okay.
As well.
I'll put it on there now.
Do others agree?
Yes,
Yes, I agree.
I agree.
Okay. It's on there. Anyone else? And if you remember something tonight or tomorrow or this week, send it to me and I'll add. But I would like to meet in person with the commission very soon so we can do a little bit more mapping out and have time to do it.
Commissioner Debolo.
Wondering, and this may have been asked already, but would we have to come to a vote forward with the plan?
I couldn't hear. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you, Tiffany.
Your Wi-Fi is in and out. If you could just cut your camera off and see if that helps, Tiffany.
I think she was asking, do we need to come to a vote as far as the county? That we all agree upon that? No. But we do agree upon it.
Okay, yes, thank you.
I agree, Chairman Griffin.
Absolutely. All right. Any questions? Comments? Anyone?
So with the list, Ms. Rosita, please forgive me. I can't be seeing
No, it's
for some
okay.
reason my mic wasn't working on the on the video, so I had to call in. But I'm wondering with that, you mentioned, us connecting with other people, and of course the UNC just got brought up, but have we reached out to like East End, the areas that's over in the Moffett area? Have we reached out to the those who are in like the housing developments where a lot of them have their association, a lot of them are led by people of color? Have we reached out to them as well?
That's on the list. So the legacy neighborhoods, I consider them like Shiloh, East End, Burton Street, Stumptown, South Side. And then I didn't have the Asheville Housing Authority. So thank you. They definitely need to be involved in this. But I had neighborhood associations and neighborhoods. So wherever y'all want to go, that's where we'll go. Yeah, you just tell me who you want.
Ms. Rashida, the only reason I brought it up because I had a conversation, and being that a lot of them are developing their associations, they want to be a part of, the bigger picture instead of just being, just regulated to the housing developments.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's all I wanted to ask. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, you just tell me who I need to put on a list. And then once we get everybody on the list that you want that and approval from the commission, we'll start our transitional plan to more of a public engagement in person and find out different strategies of getting people connected to the meetings and out in the neighborhoods we should be serving.
I love it. Thank you.
No problem. So what I'm going to do is share this plan with everybody and you can see it in real time so we can all add to it, and I'll make sure I'll send this by Monday. But yeah, I'll send it. We can all work on it, and then we can meet very soon and kind of map out stuff, have the palm card done, and then start going out to community. And then whatever next steps we need to do.
Sherry?
Yes, thank you. Rashid, you just brought up dates again. I'm wondering how we're going to go about finding a date. What would be the next steps on getting that date on the calendar?
If it's for discussion today, that would be great. I'm pretty flexible. My team's pretty flexible, and we recognize that everybody have a different schedule. So I'm willing to do whatever's necessary. We can open the doors of the county, or we can be out in community. Wherever you want me, we can be there. But we do have space at the county, if you're talking about space, or the city, or we can be out in the community and have this conversation. So if you want to work on a date today, or I don't know how you want to do it, but I'm pretty flexible if it's in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, Tiffany.
I was just wondering, is this going to be like a gathering format? So like childcare, food, like, is it going to be festive or is it more conversational?
This, for the commission members, this is specifically for the commissioner members. So I am willing to pay for food, but I don't have the capacity to provide childcare right now. I don't have that. I'm just extending a place, and I'll be able to help with some food. Me and Brenda and Aaron can talk about that, but that's all I have, to be transparent.
Thank you. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. Devereaux, I think you're confusing things. What the meeting she's talking about is y'all just getting together to plan what you're getting ready to do. Now, whatever you plan to do, we can work on childcare and food.
Yeah.
No, you're not there yet. You're just trying to get a meeting with the commissioners.
Yeah.
That's what she was talking about, Rashida.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
needed that clarity. I was a little bit.
No problem. No problem.
But I
So-
do understand the importance of childcare, so I don't forget that. So yeah. And I made her when our other meetings, we were inviting our neighbors and our community. Then yes, we definitely have to have that. But when we get there, yeah. So I'm just here to support and kind of move things and see what we can do. Yeah.
So it seemed as though that Wednesday at 5:30 with the picture time was a good time for mostly everyone, right?
So y'all want to throw me a date right now, and I can get that.
A Wednesday.
Yeah. And you just tell me a place, like where does people feel comfortable? Is it better downtown? We can pay for parking. It's whatever you need to do. I can usually get 200 College Street, which is at the TD Banks building at the bottom, or in room 304, 310, Leonard. And then we can pay for parking, so that won't be an issue. But after 5:30, usually the parking lot is empty. So that shouldn't be a problem. So would that work with everyone, or do you want to have it somewhere else? I'm open to whatever.
Well, that works for me.
Works for me.
Mr. Griffin,
Yes, sir.
it will probably work, but I'm saying let's make it tentative so we can get in touch with the rest of our commission.
Mhm.
You
So
know, and
what
I
date
think
was that? I'm sorry, what date was that?
Well, we didn't really pick a date. We just said a Wednesday at 5:30 would be great.
Okay.
Since it worked out for most people,
Mhm.
it seemed like it worked out. That
So you want a Wednesday in March or Wednesday in April?
I would do a March, but it's up there. You know, I would like to do it this month. You know, that
I like
way
to move on stuff. So
yeah,
that's
me
just
too.
me.
I like to go. So, you know,
I'm available March, but I'm just not available March 30th, which that's a Wednesday as well at that time.
So what's the
But
previous?
all the other-
Is that like the 23rd?
third, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
No, it's not the 23rd.
What is that?
You're muted, Sherry. You're muted.
I keep hitting them until, sorry. It's the Wednesdays are the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the
So which one?
22nd then. The 22nd will work?
Yeah, that'll give me enough time to prepare so we can have like different stations of things and go from there. So we're going to meet based on the approval.
Rashida, I think the 22nd we had a Stumptown meeting at 5:30.
Oh, shoot. Can we do the 29th then?
That's when, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, the
29th?
29th.
Okay. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
So I will send out an invite tomorrow and then schedule the room for tentatively at 200 College Street. And then we'll have like a meal and then go from there. Okay? And we'll knock this plan out and then we'll have some plans, get some tasks to some commission folks and start meeting people out in the community.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we also have on our Cape team, Nick, who does a lot of our videos and articles that's still very interested in doing a kind of video story around the African American Heritage Council, getting some quotes and ideas of what some of y'all future goals are and y'all reasoning for participating in that. So he's still open for that whenever y'all ready. I don't know if the 29th would be a good time if people want to kind of meet early. He can capture some videos around that time as well, but that's another option that's open and that he's willing to do, along with y'all initiative of trying to raise the profile of the African American Heritage Council. So Nick was the photographer, so he does our videography as well.
And it's free.
And he's awesome.
Yes, is it free? Yeah, it's all free.
It's part of our team. So yes, we're gonna make it free. He's been so helpful.
I was just kidding, but I think it's a great idea in order for us to raise our profile.
Yeah, he's excellent. So I went ahead and put that on the plan video. We can map out date that it happened, what kind of content, and we'll involve him. Yes, so he does great videos. He just did a video for Shaniqua Samuel. Change your palette, excuse me. And that's going to be presented at our Western North Carolina Women's Health Resources Conference in Waynesville next month. So it was great. All right.
Okay.
Anything else? All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashida. Thank you, Leonard and Zakia. I think there she is. Thank y'all. I got one thing, new business. We're moving on. I mentioned this briefly to Brenda, and I didn't know how the commission felt about, we were talking about our summit and hopefully, being able to hire Dr. Fox. I don't know how everybody feels about that to lead the summit. I didn't know if that's something that is that something we need to vote on now, Brenda? Or no, not now.
What I'm going to suggest is if you're going to engage Dr. Fox, you need to tell him what you're doing. So what is, you want to talk a little bit about what you envision, just talk a little bit what you envision the summit doing?
Yeah, so maybe that's something we can get them on the agenda or something, and we can talk about it. Is that?
I'll be glad to ask him to come to the next meeting.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Chair,
Yes.
is there a planning committee from the commission on this project?
No, it's not. Not as yet. So
that's what y'all talk about on 29th.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I probably will reach out to Dr. Fox and copy you, Aaron, and if it'd probably be good for you to have some conversation with him.
Okay.
And just see how he's thinking about it, and then invite him to the next meeting to have some conversation. By the time you meet in April, you will have had your meeting with Buncombe County
Okay.
Communications and Public Engagement.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a hand somewhere. Where is it?
Commissioner Devereaux.
Devino. Okay.
So I don't know if this is new business, but this is just a thought. So as I've been traveling a lot through the airports, just flying, every time I come to Asheville, there's not a real strong sense of Blackness in Asheville. And I don't know if this is the platform to bring that conversation, but just maybe figuring out a way where we can make a plan to get more just Black Asheville into the airport. So whether that's art or more materials for Black businesses, but there's really no hint of Blackness. And I just want to throw it out there and see how you guys feel about that.
I would say, Tiffany, that is a wonderful suggestion. And I mean, I think that's something that's needed, and I greatly appreciate coming up with that. Thanks.
Absolutely.
I'm wondering maybe we could just have more conversation as we meet, just to figure out how we could go about it, and then work with Brenda in the county for some ideas. But thank you for listening.
And I think the county just did an investment for the Asheville Airport.
Mm-hmm.
I think something was on the news about that. I have to research it, but this is a great time.
Yeah, they're doing some expansion at the airport.
Yes, yeah, they're expanding so much, and this is for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking forward to what you all come up with for this.
Very good. Next, we're moving on to number 6. We have anybody in the speaker queue? Public comment? No?
No, sir. There's no one in the speaker queue.
All right. So, our next regular meeting is scheduled for April the 13th, 2023. And it's going to remain virtual. Check the Engage Cities Engagement Hub for more directions on how to participate. Any questions, comments, anything before we go? It's good to see everyone, and thanks for all the input and suggestions. It brings joy to my heart that we're moving forward. So, I will now adjourn this meeting unless there's any objections. So adjourn. Have a good one, y'all.
Thank you.